We can have the family be seated and everybody come into the tent behind the family. Before we begin the service, we ask if you have a cell phone or pager, if you could turn it to the silent mode. Officiating is Rabbi Alan Abramson.
In a few moments, I'm going to ask Sammy and Michael to come forward and say a few words. But I would like to open by saying that each one of us recognizes that both Sammy and Michael, Addie and Sarah, taught us a very important lesson of kibbud av va'em, honoring one's parents. Because I've seen over the years how the two of them have been so careful to protect their parents, even under some of the most difficult circumstances. They never left, they never abandoned, they stayed together as a family. And I remember seeing it from the day that I moved here 32 years ago, how Sammy would drive his grandparents around, how Sammy would be so careful about every part of the mishpacha, allowing also Michael to be able to maximize his potential as a Torah scholar. And even then, Michael would come back year after year after year and spend hours and hours and hours with the family. I have, quite frankly, never experienced such a family with such chesed and such kavana and passion for the mitzvah of kibbud av va'em. Kislev is the month of Chanukah. Chanukah means chinuch. And the way we teach our children, the way we teach our families on what it means to be kibbud av va'em is for our children and our grandchildren to see how we have done the same. Tehei nafsha tzur tzur chayim. May the soul of Bracha Rachel Basara Imenu be bound in the bond of eternal life. I'd like to call upon Sammy, followed by Michael.
Thank you, Rabbi. I appreciate the kind words. I don't really have anything prepared. Just I wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming today and helping us get through this time. I'm going to try to get through this without losing it, but it's difficult for me to hear you say those words. I want to believe it, and I think on some level I do, but it's hard to think about the last 30, 40, 52 years and, wonder if you always did the right thing. I'm sure I didn't in some cases, in many cases, but I feel like I always had the right intentions. I know my mother is resting in peace. She had a very difficult life, but she also had a lot of joy from both of her kids and her grandkids, and I feel she's looking down on us and smiling, and that's it. Thank you.
I want to thank everyone for coming also. They tell me it's not really cold in Chicago today. I want to thank Rabbi Abramson for always being there for us. These past few months have not been easy, and at all hours of the day you're there for our questions and our shilas. And I appreciate it. It's more than the Achnas Zorchim for the summer, but it's really continue to be our rabbi, and we really appreciate that and appreciate the words, because a lot of times, as my brother said, we don't see it in the way that you mentioned it. As Abramson mentioned, our dedication, and we just all feel that what we didn't do, what we could have done. And I know it was very hard to be away, and I know I always relied on my brother Sam for doing everything. It's very nice that after Corona, which we thought we were gonna really lose my mother then, and she pulled through, and we got her to a home Warren Bar, which was nicer than we could ever imagined, and they really took exceptional care, and we had Zoom every week, and she was able to really reconnect with us and the grandchildren, and now even great-grandchildren, and we really felt that we paid her back for all those times that as children that we gave her a lot of headaches. We paid her back for that. She had a very, very comfortable last few years, and we really were able to rebond and reconnect. It was a very, very special time that I thank my brother for really putting that together and helping us close a lot of knots. I feel that in this week's parsha, in Yaakov Avinu says, "Vayishav Yaakov," that Yaakov bikesh leishiv v'shalva. Yaakov asked for a peaceful life, and I try to think that what else did anybody ask for? My mother definitely asked for a peaceful life, and as my brother mentioned, it wasn't so easy. A lot of different challenges, and we appreciate the lesson that she gave us to keep on going and not to give up. And to keep on smiling, to never, after a fall, to rise and to get up again. And we want to keep that spirit going. We want to keep that, to view life as a challenge, to view life as an opportunity. It's something that we do. We know how proud, Mom, you know how proud you were of us. But we do want to ask you, Mechila, we want to ask you forgiveness for the time we weren't here. And thank you for allowing me to be away, to be in Israel, to grow, and to have a family. But I know it was very hard. And I know the nicest time you had was when you came to visit us. It was a very, very special time. It was a very special trip. But we look for a time to be together again, that the whole family can be together for a Meir V'Meinu, that when all the sadness will be gone. Again, I want to thank everyone for coming, and I want to thank the family for being so understanding and so together during this difficult time. And we really know how deep our family is. When no matter what happens, Sam opens his house, and our aunts and uncles open their house, and our cousins open their house for us. And it's the bond. We're right here together with my father, my grandfather, great-grandparents. We have a lot that links us together. So the prayer is that we all stay together. We all share the incredible family that we have. And my mother's legacy was that me and my brother, despite our differences, we should also be together. I think we've done a very good job. I always have a home in Chicago, and Sam and your family always have a home in Israel. And we should just continue that friendship and that brotherhood. As I always would end the conversations with my mother, I love you, Mom. Last Tuesday, we just called my brother. I said, are we going to have the Zoom? She's back. Everything is fine. And Sam told me, no, she just got a call. She's rushed back, and everything just fell apart. But I tend to say, Sam, you gave it 100%. You couldn't have done more. And thank you so much for doing that. Bila. Thank you.
El Malei Rachamim Shochein Bamromim Amatzei Menucha Nechonot Hachas Kanfei Ashchinam B'malos Kedoshim Uteorem Gedrokim Hasidim Es Nishmas Rocha Rivka Bas Sarah Rocha Rachel Bas Sarah Shalchal Olamam Began Eden Temenucha Solachem Bal Rachamim Yastirel b'seisig nafaf li olamim v'yisror b'sochayim es nishmasa adinoi nachalasa v'sanuach b'shalom mishkava v'nomar amen. I want to turn this over now to Simcha for instructions on how to proceed.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I got it. Once the cemetery workers have removed all the equipment, we'll have an opportunity to place a couple of measures of earth into the grave. It's customary not to pass the shovel from person to person, just place the shovel back into the grave and the next person takes it. There'll be a minyan mincha every evening at Sam's home at 9246 Hamlin at 4 p.m. and Shachris every morning will be at 6:45 a.m.
Didn't have it here.
I'll bring one.
And
Good one.
Atzor tamim b'chol pa'am miyom lo matifol ashalim b'matov v'ma'al me'mitzim chayem morichol v'yoam Atzor tamim b'chol maseh miyom mari lob ma'ataseh ha'omer ba'oseh chesed chinam lanu saseh ובזכות הנעקה שתח שיבה ויעשה צדיק בכל דרכיו אצור תמים ערך אפיים ומלא רחמים נעמו לו וחוסנה ולבוסו בונים כי לכו אדון הסליחוס והרחמים צדיק עתו אדוני למשל חיוס אשר בידך פתאום כל וחוס חלילה לך זיכרוננו לבחוס ויהיו עיניך ברחמים עלינו בכוחוס כי לך אדון הרחמים והסליחוס אדם בן שנה יהיה, או 1000 שנים יחיה. מה יסתום לו כלא היה יהיה ברוך דיין האמס ממיצם חיה. ברוך הוא כי אמס דינו, משלטי הכל בינו. משלם לאדם חשבונו ודינו, והכל לשמו הדיו יצאנו. ידענו אדוני כי צדק משפטך צדק ודברך וצדקה בשבתך, בין להרח עמידה שבתך צדיק עתו אדוני וידשו משפטך. דיין אמס, שופי צדק ואמס, ברוך דיין אמס, שכל משפטיו צדק ואמס. נפש כל חי בידיך, צדיק מלוא ימינך בידיך, רחם על פליטה שון ידיך ושמה למלך הרב ידיך. גדול ליצוב, רב על עלייה, אשר נקה בחוקות והכל דרכי בני אדם. ועשה סליחה לדרך וקווים אליו. להגיד אשר אדוני צורים לו ולצבו. אדוני נשום ואדוני נלך כך. אדוני שם אדוני מברך. הוא רחום יכפר בו ולא ישחיז. ופה להשיב הפה ולא יהיה כל חמסו. Kaddish.
Yes, it's a long one. I'll say it slowly, right? Yiskadal v'yiskadash shmei rabbo ve'almadi hu asid liyiskadasa ulachaya Messiah ulasaka lachaya alma ulivnei karta Yerushalayim ulashachlil heichala begava ulameker pochana nechra me'ara ulasava pochana deshmaya la'asri v'yimlech chuchabricho v'malchusei v'ikari v'chaye chon v'yomei chon v'chaye dechol beis Yisrael Bagalo bizman kariv imru amein. Yehei shmei rabba berach ulam lomei olmayo. Yisparach v'yishtabach v'yisparar v'yisraman v'yisnasei v'yisador v'yisaleh v'yisalol shmei dekudusha bricho leila min kaver chasa v'shirasa tushba chasa v'nechmasa damiram b'alma v'imru amein. Yehei shlomo rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'imru amein. Say shalom b'mramav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'imru amein.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the service. We'll form an aisle leading away from the grave so the immediate mourners can walk through and we can over them traditional words of condolences of a makkah. We can form an aisle leading away from the grave.